Most people believe success comes from talent, luck, or hard work alone, but the truth is far more uncomfortable and far more empowering. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck is not about resources. It's not about where you're born or what you studied. It's about how you think. It's the invisible mental wiring that creates winners and buries the rest. And once you understand how winners truly think, you'll never again view your life, your potential, or your excuses the same way. The first thing that separates the top 1% from the rest is a mindset called extreme ownership. It's not just about taking responsibility for your actions. It's about taking responsibility for everything in your life. While most people point fingers at the economy, at their parents, at their circumstances, winners look in the mirror. They understand that even if something isn't their fault, it's still their responsibility to fix it. You can't change anything you won't own. And that's why winners are obsessed with ownership. They don't wait to be saved. They don't complain about being unlucky. They say, "It's on me." And then they move fast, relentlessly. But owning your life is only step one. The next battle is one most people never even realize they're fighting: the battle with their emotions. See, we like to think we're logical, that we make choices based on facts and reason. But the truth is, most of your life is driven by invisible emotional reactions: fear, insecurity, laziness, ego. That's why people stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, or routines that slowly kill their potential. It's not that they don't know better, it's that they're trapped by emotion. Winners understand this. They feel those same emotions, but they don't let them run the show. They pause, they think, they decide from vision, not fear. They've trained themselves to act in alignment with their goals, not their moods. Now here's where it gets deeper. The real psychology of winners isn't just about controlling emotions. It's about thinking differently from the ground up. Average people think in survival mode. They chase safety. They avoid risk. They wait for perfect timing. But winners chase impact. They embrace uncertainty. They understand that every big result demands discomfort. They don't think, "What if I fail?" They ask, "What happens if I never try?" That one question alone is enough to change a life. There's also a brutal truth most people never want to hear. The biggest battle is not with the world, it's with yourself. Every day you're faced with a choice: stick with the familiar version of you, or build the higher version you haven't met yet. And that war is quiet. It happens when no one's watching. It shows up in your habits, your thoughts, your reactions. Winners win that battle daily, not because they're special, but because they've made it non-negotiable. They've burned the bridge between who they were and who they need to become. They stop negotiating with their own laziness. They stop waiting to feel ready. They move, even when it's hard. In the end, winning doesn't start with talent. It doesn't start with money. It doesn't even start with goals. It starts in your mind, with ownership, with emotional discipline, and with fearless thinking. You can copy someone's strategy, but if you don't copy their mindset, you'll never copy their results. So the next time you wonder why your life feels stuck, ask yourself, are you thinking like a winner or just wishing like the rest? And remember, no one is coming to think for you. No one is coming to control your mind. That's your job. You want to win? Then take ownership. Take control of your emotions. Think like the top 1%, because in the end, you don't win by chance, you win by choice. So tell me in the comments, are you ready to play the game differently or want to stay failed? Also, subscribe to the channel so that we keep interacting. Otherwise, you may not find us again.